What is up, guys? As you can see, today we're back with another King of Glory video, and today we'll be looking at the best Omen in this game, pretty much. I checked out a lot of his games, and he recently reached around 2000 rank in the solo queue rank mode, so that is already very crazy. It's like probably, right at this time, it's probably around top 500 to top 1000 in China, at least. It might be more, probably even. And this game is a little bit older, but only like 1 month old or like 2 months old, because this hero, the way he is played in very high rank is like he just split pushes and then he dies often too. So I try to find a game where he has some like more pop-offs in team fights, so it's a little bit more fun to watch. But yeah, he pretty much plays the same way as he usually would, just that this game it turned out even better than usually. But usually you go in with this hero and you catch out an ADC, you probably die, but your team just ends up winning the team fight. But here you can see his Enzo already ends up ganking at 1 minute 30, like most junglers, after he clears his 2 buffs, and they're probably gonna push the tower together. They're probably not gonna get the full tower, but I assume at least 1/3 will drop here. He decides to join the team fight. The Enzo is almost dying, however he's beating up the Wukong here. And it seems like, yeah, he gets his passive here, so he's gonna be really strong. He pops his S2 again. He gets the Bomberman kill. And he's probably, he might die here. We'll see. Ooh, he flickers, dodges, gets the ult, levels it up, and ends up getting 4 kills right off the bat. 4-4 for his team, 4-1 for him. That is already crazy. He already has his attack speed boots now, and his shuriken, so Art of Fafnir's. I think the build is very similar in this game as in Arena of Valor. I think he goes a little bit more AD in this game. He's maxing his S2. Also, by the way, you can see the build that he usually runs, bottom left. It's attack speed boots, Fafnir's. He actually goes Aegis. I assume he just wants to reduce the cooldown, the 20% cooldowns, cooldown reduction, because this hero is all about spamming S2 and using the ultimate, right? Along with Flicker, but of course you can't reduce Flicker cooldown, unfortunately. So his team is already getting Dragon here. He waits, last hits it very well there against the Lee Sin. That is not too easy because he's gonna die here. No, he dodges the S2, is beautiful. Okay, yeah, this guy is really sick at this hero. Like, it's a streamer, that's why my cam is bottom right, by the way, to cover his cam. But yeah, he seems to be very popular, like very famous for this hero, because like I typed in server best Omen, and I checked a couple videos and it was only him, so I'm sure he's very famous for it. Also, you can see his Arcana bottom left. I don't know what the red Arcana are. I actually haven't seen them at all, but I can write them in the comments and ask Anthony later to translate. But I see that he's running 6 Gorilla, 4 Benevolence, and then I think 5 Armor Pierce in the green ones, and then I don't know the other one, but I can ask. It might be some lifesteal as well, or some cooldown reduction and health. That's what Omen likes to run as well, I guess. But yeah. Anyway, so he got the red buff there. Never mind, it was his S2, I'm sorry. He didn't get the red buff, but he gets the tower here. His Enzo shows up to help him to zone the enemies, so he can get that. And now he's looking for the flicker. He gets it over the wall. For him, I mean, I can't always do that. It's pretty hard for me, but to him this is easy. And you see, he died here. He went too deep. He ends up dying. However, he just wins the whole team fight again for his team. They kill him, but his team ends up getting another 2 kills here. So, and they get the Bomberman as well. So they get 4 people. I think they ended up getting 3 kills after he died. So that's the way you play this hero, basically. You have to do good engages for your team, and if you die for it, it's very worth. And you just try to be a very annoying split pusher and just keep split pushing all game. And if the enemies show up to gank you, to kill you, you probably got a tower already, you suicide for the tower, and your team gets the objective on the other side of the map. And this is not too good in like low rank solo queue. That is why this hero is not really played too much in like lower ranks, in like master or something, but in the very highest ranks, your team is good enough to capitalize on you pulling 3 people to your lane, because that just means they get a Slayer or a Dragon on the other side of the map, or even towers, so it's always worth for you to die in these situations. So he's already doing a very good job right now. And you can see the rest of his build. So after the Aegis he goes Spear of Longinus actually, which is quite interesting. I mean, people in AoV like to go Muramasa. I'm sure he goes Muramasa against tanky heroes too, but the meta in King of Glory is pretty squishy right now, so that makes sense. And then he goes the Medallion of Troy, and then he finishes it with the Shield of the Lost. So basically, I think in AoV Shield of the Lost and Aegis still work together. But it might have been, I think it was just a bug, but I guess in this game they work. See, he just ends up dying, diving him instantly. He might have died, he almost died here. He might end up dying, but he has his S2 to block the Alice damage, and now he just... Okay, see, he ends up dying, but again, the Wukong almost dies, the Alice almost died as well. They got a kill, they got a tower, every enemy is low. That just means they can get the top tower. If you look at the minimap, the puppet hero is getting the top tower, the Enso can get the enemy red buff, they can get the mid tower. They just gained so much control because he did that suicide there, and it was for sure worth. It was a huge play actually, but it seems like he just suicided, but that's the way you play this hero basically. And in like other games, I saw one game where he played against the server best Luna, and the score was 3-9. So, but he probably did really well because it had a lot of use, and so he must have done really well in that game, but you're just gonna end up dying a lot. If you played League of Legends, it's like a cinch, you know, he's gonna die a lot, but he's just gonna be annoying all game, and if they pull 3 people to kill you, it's very worth, because your team is just gonna win the rest of the map. And he keeps, of course, just keeps split pushing that one side of the map. Now he's just chilling on this side because he knows the Slayer is up, and that is his team's objective to get right now. And the Alice just gets caught again, and they just easily kill her here. Not much she can do there. After she gets caught by that ult, the Wukong gets caught again, he gets a double kill. And he finishes his Spear of Longinus. I think it's a mixture of Spear of Longinus and Rank Breaker in this game because it gives movement speed, but I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, so they got the top tower as well. Now he just changes the sides because his team got control of the bot side, and he wanted to lifesteal, so he just made his way top because there was no way for bot to lifesteal, so he just took the little minion. And his goal is to get this tower now. I'm sure it might have been better. I'm actually not good enough to judge that because I'm not this high ranked in this game. But it might have been better to just, if his team didn't show up with him, they ended up getting kills bot lane, but they only ended up getting kills because the Alice overstepped a little bit. So if Alice didn't overextend, they wouldn't have gotten anything. So it might have been better if his team just stayed on the top side, pressured that side, and he pressures bot alone. And as soon as 2 or 3 people show up, which they have to, otherwise he's too strong for the 1v1. No one can beat him. So his team just gets Slayer. That probably would have been the better thing, but maybe they saw something different. Anyway, so he's just waiting for the mid wave here to push it out. Gets it, and now he just wants to defend against that Hayate top. He can kill him. If he sees the Hayate, he will instantly flicker ult onto him. Ult flicker, I mean. Maybe he will try here. No, he won't. He's like, okay, he's already porting back. It's gonna be too late, and if he just wastes that, it's a huge waste. And also the Hayate can purify his ult. So, yeah. If he's fast, he can purify it after, but like before Omen ult hits you, if you purify, I'm pretty sure it won't connect. Like it won't let you on the ground unless they change that. So here he's just doing red buff. His team groups again with him. I think the enemies are so pushed out. Now he just flickers in, he doesn't care. Okay, that's crazy. He just flickers completely in here. Completely over the wall without even ult. He just knows he's strong enough. He sees that the Enzo hooked someone, so he just engages and goes in completely. And the Enzo follows him. Beautiful synergy, and yeah, that should be the game now. 4 people dead. Very well played by his team and himself. But you can see, you have to play this hero very, very Rambo. And this is, I think this is pretty early season, and it's 1700. I think this guy is very consistently top 1000 in China. So it's a really, really crazy good player. 1800 at like, that was like maybe 1 month after the season started. So this is really, really high rank. And yeah, you can see the builds, but again, it won't really do much. We can see the damage if he shows it. Yeah, he showed it. So that's really, really good damage. He shows it again. Yep. 29%, and he had about 25 tanked. He already skipped past it. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this really high level Omen gameplay. I hope you learned something. And if you enjoyed, please leave a like and let me know what other heroes you want to see next time. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, boys. Bye bye.